Okay, we're back to this 1956 Singer 301A. Again, a direct drive driven motor that has 0.6 amps, the same size as the Singer 201, same size as the 1591. You're going to hear that a lot because people sometimes forget that about this particular model and this particular machine. I want to drive the point home because if you're looking for a powerful machine, but you also want a machine that is lightweight, easy to carry, probably 10 to 12 pounds lighter than a Singer 201, lighter than a 1591, this machine has everything those machines have and then some. And you can see, if you saw that first video, we went through this leather right here, about 8 ounces of leather, and the machine didn't blink, hiccup, or anything. I mean, it was just ridiculously easy for this 301A. And again, you saw the stitch quality already. I'm going to head over by the machine because we're going to do another leather sew-off now. And again, just look at the stitch quality of that first sew-off and look at the thickness of what we went through. So now we're going to do multiple layers. Some of you are looking to do garment sewing leather. So when you're looking at sewing garment type leather, it's 100% leather, but it tends to be processed a little bit thinner. So I wanted to raise the stakes and not do 1 or 2 layers, but do a total of, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, plus there's this little basically a liner on the inside of the leather as well. So you know what, not an easy task. And I'm going to go ahead and slide it underneath that presser foot, and we'll get this into position and get that walking foot down and see how this machine does sewing through multiple layers of leather in this instance as well. So presser foot is down. I'm going to go ahead and engage this motor. I'm going to have to guide this a little bit because this leather tends to move a little bit, as you may know if you do garment leather sewing. And we'll see how this machine does with this task. Here we go. And I'm going to be quiet. I want you to listen how quiet this motor runs, even under stress, unlike contemporary machines where if you listen, you can hear that motor straining. So here we go. Total of 4 layers of garment leather, total thickness probably around 10 to 12 ounces of leather. Here we go. Well, other than having a bad foot placement on the foot control, that was my fault totally. This machine jumped into it once I got my act together, and it went through this stuff. Again, you're talking 4 layers of garment style leather, and it got the job done with no problem whatsoever. That's our top stitch right there. I'm going to kind of zoom in on it a little bit so I can go across the full spans and you can see the stitch quality. People will talk about the Singer Featherweight and they'll talk about the quality of the stitch. They don't talk enough about the 301, because you know what, this 301A, when it comes to stitch quality, take a look yourself. Everything about that stitch quality is just picture perfect. And if I turn it over, we've got an equally gorgeous lock-in stitch as well. I'm going to scroll across that as well so you can see that stitch also. Again, that's our lock-in, and it looks just absolutely picture perfect. So you know what, whether you're looking to sew 1 or 2 layers of leather, garment style leather, or heavier grade leather like you saw in that first sew off, this machine is more than up to the task as you just saw in this video. So thanks for watching.